Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything. So if you guys like this content and would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and just stick around. Also, if you need any help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, small group coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. So if you're interested in any of these services, the link is below in the description box. Click on it and it's going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's get into today's video. Today I wanted to talk about something that I personally think is a lot of fun when we're manifesting our desires, whatever the desires might be. And I think it's let's call it a technique. It's not exactly a technique. I would say it's a practice, or it's something that you can add to your manifesting practice to actually make you feel like your manifestation is closer, to help you feel more natural and more real about your manifestation. And that is doing little things here and there to actually prepare for your manifestation to come. So let's talk about that. So while this is not necessary by any means, you can just depend and rely on your imagination, and you can just go off of your imagination if you prefer. That's absolutely fine. It's not going to hold you back. It's not going to hold your manifestation back. It's not going to delay your manifestation. But for those of you who like to have a little more fun, for those of you who like to maybe do things here and there to feel it a little more real, to feel more natural about it, that might be for you. And this is something that Florence Scovel Shinn actually used to teach a lot. She used to encourage her students a lot to do that, to take some sort of action in preparation for their manifestation, or as if their manifestation has already happened. And she really believed in that practice. And I agree with her. I happen to agree with her because she thought that this makes it easier to impress your subconscious mind about what you want. It helps you feel it more natural. It helps you feel it more real. It helps you feel it as if it's in your life right now. And it does impress your subconscious mind better and more. So Florence would actually encourage her students to do that. And she was a big believer of that kind of practice, that kind of method, technique, however you want to call it. And I believe there's even a story in one of her books about this lady who, her husband left her. And she decided to exercise her faith and actually prepare and impress her subconscious mind with the idea that he was actually still there with her, that nothing had changed. And so what the lady did was she continued to make dinner for two every night. She continued to put 2 servings on the table. She continued to make the table for 2. And she did that night after night, very religiously, until her husband came back. And I don't remember the exact time. I want to say it was about a year. So it did take a while. So you can see how long she kept her faith for, how long she persisted in that assumption that she and her husband were still together. But he did come back. She did get her manifestation. And Florence quotes that story as a good example in her book of persistence and of also taking action to actually prepare and impress your subconscious mind towards what it is that you want. So that lady, by doing this night after night, continuing to prepare dinner for 2, continuing to make the table for 2, continuing to put 2 servings on the table, she impressed her subconscious mind with the idea that her husband was still there. She was still happily married to her husband. They were still together. And eventually he did come back. So that is a perfect example, but there is no right or wrong way on how to do this. My recommendation would be to let the state lead you, your dominant state. You as we always say, you want to make your desire your dominant state. So once you have done that, let the state lead you. Let it lead you to wherever it takes you. Just be open, be receptive, be open to inspiration, be open to ideas that might pop up in your head, and just take whatever action you feel like taking, whatever feels natural. There's no rule, there's nothing set in stone. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever feels good to you and whatever makes it more fun and whatever puts you more into the state of already having your desire. Whatever helps you feel like you believe it more. So for example, if you're manifesting a specific person, maybe you feel led to start going to the gym more, to become more fit. Just one example. Maybe you feel led to buy some new clothes, or if you're a woman, maybe some new makeup, or make your hair differently. Whatever it might be. Again, it doesn't matter. If you're manifesting money, abundance, I've given this example before, you can always go to a car dealership and take your dream car for a test drive. You can go into a designer store and just try on some of the clothes that you would be buying if you already had the money. And again, you don't have to spend a lot. You don't have to do a lot of things. It's just these little things, these little acts here and there that just put you in the mood. They put you in the natural state of already having your desire, already being with your specific person, already having the money, perhaps already having the job. I actually just remembered of another example, which I think is fantastic. Once, a couple of years ago, I had spoken to this lady who wanted to be, I believe, a manager in her company, and she wasn't quite qualified for that, but she put it in her head. She decided it was going to happen. And what she did was she would go into the office every day dressed the same way as every other manager would dress. So she would put herself into the part, into the role of a manager in her company every single day, day after day. She would dress up like that. And so she did that for several months. I don't remember how long. I think it was a few months. And then eventually she got promoted. And she didn't even have the qualifications, the proper qualifications to be a manager. And yet, because she put it in her imagination, she believed it, she lived it through dressing up like a manager. And she put herself into that position. She put herself into that state. It happened. She achieved it. She manifested it. So, just let the state lead you. See where it takes you. Be open to inspiration. Be open to ideas. Be open to fun. And if you want, it's not necessary. Like I said, your imagination is plenty sufficient, but that's an extra added fun thing that you can add to actually make things, more entertaining, more fun, make it more natural. Why not? So wherever your state takes you, just follow it. Just follow it and see where it takes you. Have fun with it, embrace it, go with the flow. Maybe buy little things here and there, do little acts here and there. It doesn't have to be anything major, but showing your mind and showing your subconscious mind that you are already preparing for your desire, you already believe that it's going to happen for you. It's actually, in my opinion, a very powerful way to bring your manifestation closer, to bring your manifestation faster, and to actually get yourself into the state of the wish fulfilled in a much easier, more fun, more relaxed, more natural, more day-to-day way, let's say. So hopefully that has given you some ideas and some inspiration on where you can go from here, what you can do. Let your state lead you, let it guide you. Just go with the flow, do whatever you want to do, make it fun, make it entertaining, make it natural for you, get into the state of the wish fulfilled. And actually, that is going to help you impress your subconscious mind even better with the idea that you're already believing in the fulfillment of your desire, so you're preparing for it, or doing the things that you would be doing if you already had your desire. And in this way, you're aligning more closely with the state of your wish fulfilled, of the state of already being the person you want to be, having what you want to have. So I'll be very interested in hearing what you may come up with, or what you have done, what you are doing, what you might be doing in the future. And until then, I'm going to wrap up this video here. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. You know I love making this content for you, and I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.